Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this pre-series presser. With me here is the Zimbabwe captain, Sean Williams. He'll be taking all your questions. I'm sure we all now know the drill. If you have a question, you can show by raising your hands, virtually, of course. Alternatively, you can text your question. I see we have two ladies in the house. I'll give the honors to Fedos to get us going. Fedos, over to you.
Thanks, Darlington. Hi, Sean. Hope you're doing well.
Good, thanks. And you?
Sean, yeah, all good. Thank you.
Good.
You must be delighted to have Brendan and Craig back in the mix. Could you just tell us the importance of that, and also if you see Brendan opening the batting as he did in a couple of previous series?
It's huge for me to have those two back. Obviously, they've contributed a lot to Zimbabwe cricket in the past, and not only that, the leadership skills that they bring and experience that they have coming into this T20 series for the team, not only for the team but for me as well on the field. Brendan obviously playing T20 tournaments all around the world is a huge thing, and yeah, seeing Brendan back at the top of the order is obviously going to be part of the plans. And Craig also, he brings that cool, calm collectiveness into the side.
Right, Mohisha, your turn.
Yeah, this is Mohisha from Pakistan. How are you? There's a question for you. Are you getting my voice?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
How would you rate Pakistan team? They are coming out of a series of wins. First at home against South Africa, and then in South Africa in T20 series and one-day series. So it's obviously a great achievement for a touring side to beat South Africa in South Africa. How would you rate current Pakistan team? Thank you.
I think they're a very good side. I think they're playing fearless cricket at the moment. They've got a lot of experience in the side, and obviously having Baba leading them and leading from the front with the bat has been exceptional for them. The top order scored a lot of runs in South Africa, which was crucial for them in winning that series. And to beat South Africa in South Africa is no small feat. It's a big thing. So yeah, I rate them very highly. I think they're a good bunch of people. We always have good chats and a good time with them as a team. So yeah, I think they're a really good side, and I think they can go far.
All right. Do we have anyone else? I see Fedos, your hand is up again.
Sorry, it actually wasn't, but I'll go again. Sean, we saw Faka Zaman was just on fire here in South Africa, and he's been batting so well. I don't know if you watched the series, but how do you reckon you can stop him?
I think we can stop him. I think we've got some guys here that can stop him. We've got some young guys on the side that play fearless cricket, and I back them to stop him. I think he's stoppable. So not only that, we're playing at home. So our pitches suit our bowlers. I know he came here and he scored a double hundred. I think he scored 2 double hundreds against us last time, but this is a new series, new players on our side. So yeah, let's see how our guys go against him.
Okay, let's go to Eli. Then from Eli, we go to Lali Peridai.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Great. Just a quick question for you. The first one is personally directed at you. Just looking at your performance from the Afghanistan series, you're up for the ICC Player of the Month. You were shortlisted for that. How much of that is a confidence boost for you coming into this series?
It's huge. Obviously, it's a very big thing to me, especially to be up against Rashid and Bhuvaneshwar. Those are two top quality players, and I didn't expect to win it, but just to get that far was a huge thing, a huge step in the right direction for me. Not only for me, but I think for Zimbabwe cricket in general. It goes to show that the players here are good enough to get there. If you just apply yourself and be mentally strong through tough times, you can get what's required. So yeah, it's a good feeling, but again, this game is very humbling. So when you're in good form, you've got to take advantage of that.
Awesome. Then my last question to you, from the series that you had in the UAE against Afghanistan, the one thing that was noted of the Zimbabwean team was that you guys just lacked that final killer instinct. What have you guys done so far during the short time that you've had from that series to come into now to try and be that aggressive to, once you are in that strong position, to finally put the nail in the coffin?
Well, I think attitude was a big one there. And if you look at the team now, it's a completely different team to what we had in the UAE. This is a young bunch of players that play fearless cricket. And they know exactly what I want. When the knife's on the throat, we cut, we don't ask questions. And they're fully aware of that in this change room. And having this young group of guys in the change room with that type of attitude is a big thing for Zimbabwe cricket going forward in the future. The next generation of players is here now, so it's time for the senior players to stand up and teach them that killer instinct.
Okay, Larry, when we go to Mr. Teach.
Okay, so Sean, just after the recent T20 domestic T20 tournament, you talked about how the senior players have taken long to get going. Do you feel that this might be an issue in the upcoming tour, or do you think they've been finding form at the right time? And my second question being, you've been now pretty much been captain across the formats at the moment. Do you feel any extra pressure from taking more formats or stride?
Okay, with your first question, yes, the senior players took a while to fire, but they did fire in the end, and they fired when it counted in the big match games. But the biggest thing for me was the junior players contributed a hell of a lot in those games leading up to the final and all that, which is a huge thing for us. Normally, in some cases, you'll see the senior players scoring a 50, 60, and the juniors not really playing that part. It's changed now. The juniors are contributing. Like, for example, in my team, you had Craig firing, I wasn't firing, but the juniors contributed in every single game and in every aspect of the game in order for us to get to the final. And that for me is huge. And that's starting to create unity around the players. Or not only that, the vision is there. They understand what's required of them now. So that for me is a big thing. And then secondly, with the captaincy, obviously there's a lot of pressure. There always is, but it's just something that comes with the job. So, I do have to find time to spend on my own game. And outside of cricket as well, you're very busy off the field dealing with all sorts of issues, but I enjoy it. I think it's great. And, having the opportunity to look after my players and their welfare is something that I really take seriously. And they come first in my life.
Okay, Tafad was Star FM.
All right, hi, Sean. Tish from Star FM here. You've spoken about how the young players were doing well in the T20 competition. Obviously, it's a different level playing domestic cricket and international cricket. So what have you been telling these young players, especially the three who've not been capped at international level, in terms of preparing them for this series versus Pakistan? And secondly, as well, how important was this domestic T20 competition in preparing the team for the series, especially given that during that series against Afghanistan, you spoke about the short time that you guys had to change from the test format to the T20 format?
Yeah, I think with the junior guys, obviously that fearless cricket is something that we want to play. We want to hit the ball. We struggled with power hitting and stuff in the UAE, but not really that. With the junior guys, pressure is something that'll be new to them in the international scene, and the skill levels as well of the bowlers that they're going to be facing is going to be a hell of a lot higher. But for me, it's just about pressure, something you can't touch and you can't see. It's just a feeling. So once we can get them to control that, I think some of these boys will be unstoppable. We have Faka Zaman there. We have some guys as well that can hit the ball like that. It's just better decisions over a longer period of time that myself and the coaches are all trying to teach them. But we can't keep on sort of knocking the ball around now. This game is evolving, and these are the boys that can hit the ball a long way. And then going into the T20 tournament, it was a fantastic thing to have those games before the series. I mean, it was last week, we had a game almost every day. That match preparation is something that is priceless. It is unbelievably priceless. And the youngsters showed their class in that. So they're starting to deal with pressure a lot better. It is going to be a test here, but we're going to back them and we're going to give them a good run, and I'll continue to back them because I know that they have the ability.
Right. Do we have anyone else?
Yes, just one more question, Downton.
Okay.
Sean, playing at home, is there any home advantage that you guys would have, although you'll be playing to an empty stadium?
Yes, of course, we're at home. It's a massive advantage. Would be nice if the crowd was here, but they're not. So, but just being at home is huge. And obviously, being in our hometown in Harare, it's also great. Our own nets, our own wickets, we play here all the time. Everything about it is to our advantage.
Awesome.
Okay, Larry.
Okay, just I know that this question around the bubble has been asked a lot, but the fact that a lot of the players, some of them went to Afghanistan, came back, maybe just had a short break, and some of them have been in the bubble for such a long time in as far as domestic competition is concerned and so forth. How much of an effect does that have, positive or otherwise, in terms of preparing for this particular tour, and especially for the young guys who've just come into the team?
Yeah, the bubbles are tough. It's bubbles, like I said, I think in a previous interview in the UAE, it's not for the faint-hearted. You got to be mentally strong in a bubble. It's not only us; it's our coaches as well. So the leadership guys are the guys that are in charge of that. It's our attitudes, how we go about our things, and how we react to certain situations, whether it be good or bad, is how the juniors react. So it's something that I'm fully aware of, and something that I am consciously trying to make efforts into having a good attitude towards everything. Things don't really go your way. You can't get certain things. You can't get food. You can't get, the normal little snacks. You can't just go for a drive and watch a movie anyway. That gets tough. It gets extremely tough, and you find yourself spending a lot of time on the cell phone. So, and at the end of the day, it's an uncontrollable thing. So, like I said, it's the leadership guys that how we respond to those situations will determine how the youngsters get through the bubbles.
Right, we'll give the last one to Fidos.
Sean, I just want to ask about conditions. There hasn't been international cricket at Harare for a while, and a T20 for even longer than that. Have you seen the pitch, and what can we expect from it?
No, I think the pitch will be pretty good. It'll be a pretty good wicket. Obviously, they've got a lot of fast bowlers, so we'll try and counter for that. And also not only that, but to suit our bowlers. Sports club is genuinely slow wicket. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good game. I think the outfield is stunning condition at the moment. But yeah, I think it'll just be a nice, good, flat wicket.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We hope to meet virtually again tomorrow after the first T20I. Enjoy a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.